Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lewis and here we talk about everything to do with money. We talk about personal finance, wealth, how to build your money, how to make it go further. And today's video is actually going to be about setting goals. So I've recently started this YouTube channel to talk about all these things to do with personal finance. And I thought it'd be really important to make a video just outline what my goals are with my finances, because you're going to see my finances a lot on this channel. You're going to see how much money I make from my job on a regular basis, how much money I make from side hustles, and what I then go on to do with that money, where I put it, where I invest it, what I spend it on. So I thought it would be really important to just do a quick video here, just outline what my goals are with my money and what I'm looking to achieve in the future. Before we get stuck into the goals, I thought it'd just be really important to, outline why goals are so important. Goals give you direction and give you something to aim towards with what you're working on. So for me, personal finance is something that's very important to me and something I'm very passionate about, but it's also a project. And for me, I have an end outcome of what I'd like to achieve. So by setting goals, I can watch how I progress and how close I am to achieving those goals. Really helps give a sense of achievement. So I think it's something that's really important. And if you're starting out on your financial journey, you're looking to move towards financial freedom, or you're looking to move towards a certain point in your life where your finances are in a place that you're happy with, then having a goal of where you want to get to is going to be really important and really drive you on to get there. And if you know you're on track to hit your goals in a set amount of time in the future, that allows you to live your life now. If you know that you're progressing at a rate that you want to achieve those goals at a time that you have specified for yourself. So let's say you want £100,000 in 10 years' time. It doesn't matter what you're using that for. If you've made a plan on how to get there, then you're able to also live your life in the moment and spend any additional money you have on the things that are really important to you. So yeah, that's why I think goals are really important. But let's dive into the goals that I'm looking to set for myself and for where I'm looking to get to with my money. Goal number one, retiring early. Retiring early is one of those things that I've wanted to do since before I started working. And having retirement in mind is something that's really important when planning out your financial journey and where you're looking to get to. So for myself, I've kind of earmarked that I'd like to retire by the time I get to 55 at the moment. That's my goal, which is currently about 10 years younger than the existing retirement age in the UK. Appreciate it's different for different countries around the world, but I'm currently looking to try and retire 10 years early, just to be able to get that little bit more out of life and be able to enjoy my money more. So I'm hoping in that time that then I can retire, I can go and travel, I can use the money that I have spent time and effort over the next 25 years, and some time even before now, I've spent working on that money to try and get it together to be able to go and do the things that I really want to do. So having an early retirement goal, or just your retirement goal in general, in mind when setting out your financial planning and what you're looking to get to, and goal setting is going to be really important. Now, to be able to retire early, I need to map out a journey to what is called financial independence. Now, this might be something you've heard banded around in other videos, you might have heard explainers on it before, but financial independence is effectively getting yourself to a number that you are earning from your investments and your retirement accounts that covers the expenses that you incur day to day. So things like covering a mortgage if you still have that cost when it comes to wanting to retire, being able to pay for any car payments, your standard bills that you have on a day-to-day basis. When you add all of those up, it will give you a baseline number, and getting to financial independence means that you're earning money from your investments that covers that baseline number. Now, if there's other things you want to do in retirement as well, if that's traveling, if that's starting a hobby, anything like that, really important to include that in the number that you're looking to get to for financial independence, because you don't want to get to retirement and only have enough money to be able to cover the bare minimums, but not actually be able to live your life. So make sure you include any of the expenses that you're expecting to make or wanting to make in your calculation when working out what your financial independence number is. How do you get to your financial independence number? Well, first of all, we need to work out when you want to retire. So while watching this video, just think of the age that you would like to be when you retire. Okay, we've got the year. Now what we need to do is work out how much money you need to be able to live off in your retirement to be able to retire early. To work out this number is very simple. On a bit of paper or on a spreadsheet or anything like that, whatever you use to track your money, write down all of the key expenses you expect to have when you retire. Now, it's really, really important, as I've already mentioned in this video, if you're planning on retiring early, say you're like me, you're planning on retiring when you're 55 or when you're 50 or maybe even younger, it's really important to include the big costs in there that you're unlikely to have paid off when you get to that point. So things like mortgages and expected car payments. We've obviously mentioned hobbies, making sure you're covering bills, food, groceries, all the things that you're spending money on at the moment that you also expect to be spending money on when you're retired is really important to include in your baseline costs for working out financial independence. Now we're going to do this on a monthly basis to start with. So write down in your bit of paper or in your spreadsheet all of the costs associated to the things that you will definitely need to pay for in retirement for a monthly basis. Once we've got that number, we're then going to times it by 12. That will give us how much money we need per year in retirement to live the wealthy, healthy life that you want to be able to live. Now, I don't know what the number is exactly that you've got coming out in front of you, but let's take a very easy number to work with. Let's assume that all of your costs and expenses add up to £50,000 that you're going to need for the year. So the next thing we need to do is work out how much money do we need to be able to earn £50,000 a year in growth on our investments to be able to retire early. So that's the really important thing about financial independence is we're not going to be drawing down your pensions and your investments. What we want to do is be earning the amount of money that you need per year in growth on your investments to be able to then cover all of your costs. So as I say, let's assume that that number for you is working out to be £50,000. It might be more, it might be less, but let's just assume it's £50,000. By doing a quick bit of calculation and assuming that the return rate you get on your investments is about 7%. Now that's an average return that stock indexes like the FTSE 100 or the S&P 500, those funds have returned on average over the last 20, 30 years. That's a rough average and a good number to work from. So let's take 7%. If you want to be earning £50,000 a year, and that needs to come from 7% growth, you're going to need about £715,000 to £720,000 in your retirement account. Now, I think I just heard you fall off your chair with that number. Don't panic. Now, that number may sound like a high number because we're starting at the end of the journey, but don't worry. In other videos on this account, which I'll link down in the description below, I go into a bit more detail on how you can break down that number and actually show it on a month by month basis how much you need to be saving into your investment and retirement accounts to be able to achieve those numbers. So yeah, don't worry and make sure you check out that video. If you're enjoying the content in general, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, leave a comment on any thoughts of anything that I discussed in this video. It massively helps the channel and I love being able to engage with all of you as well. So yeah, please do make sure you do those things because it really helps the channel along and allows me to create even more content for you and share more of my thoughts on money. That's my biggest goal that I'm working on with my personal finance journey, is to be able to retire early. And if it's something that interests you, then yeah, there are definitely ways that you can do it. It's just really important to have control and make sure you're mapping out what that journey looks like. Goal number 2, upskilling myself. I think upskilling yourself is chronically underrated. So many people don't talk about it, and also so many people feel like because they're stuck in their 9 to 5 job, they have no time and they are not able to be able to upskill themselves, whether that be learning more skills within the current job that you do or doing something totally different. I've covered it in depth on a couple of other videos on this channel already, but there's so many other things out there you can do. If you've got skills in design, you've got skills in content creation, you've got skills in budgeting, you've got skills in anything that you can think of, really, anything you enjoy, anything you're passionate about, you can make money from those. And by upskilling yourself, you also enable yourself to get better at them and be able to potentially make more money for them. Or if they're just a hobby, it just allows you to get better at them and feel better when you're doing it. So yeah, don't underestimate investing in yourself. It's something that I'm going to be putting a lot of time into as I progress through this channel. I want to get better as a YouTube creator. It's something that I've only just started out and want to be able to improve and improve all the kit and all those sorts of things. So that's something that I'm going to be doing, is learning how to produce and edit and create better YouTube videos. I've also said before on several of my videos that I'm really passionate about finance. That's exactly why I started this channel, particularly personal finance, retirement plans, growing your money. So I would like to be able to retrain myself and at some point later in life go on to be a financial advisor or financial planner. I just really want to share the skills that I've learned and the things that I do with other people to just be able to help other people with money. I think spending time on money can be such a daunting thing, but actually, when you break it down, it can really, really help you if you're actually able to be on top of it. And it's something that can be quite interesting when you spend more time with it because it relates to you individually. So, yeah, that's something that I'm planning on doing, upskilling myself, learning new skills and looking through different resources to be able to make myself better at the things that I really like doing. Now, the two goals that I've discussed previously are very long-term goals. They're about bringing everything together, investing for the future. But I think it's really important when you're setting out on your financial planning journey to have something in there that is really fun and really engaging, something that you're really looking forward to when you hit that goal and you're able to spend money on what it is that you've been working towards. I think that's really, really important. So my third goal is exactly that, and it's a goal that I share with my wife and something that we have spent a lot of time thinking about. We are currently saving money towards being able to buy into the Disney Vacation Club. My other half in particular is absolutely crazy about Disney, and her and I have spent the last few years being lucky enough to be able to travel over to Disney World and spend time over there. And it's safe to say that we both absolutely love it and we love spending the time there. So it's something that we're working towards to be able to have effectively our own timeshare there so that it makes the amount of times that we go over much more affordable. It's always something we're going to do. As I say, it's something that we're personally really passionate about and we love, and it's a great place to be able to go and unwind for us. So that's something that's personally important to us and that we're working towards. And a part of our money is siphoned off to be able to work towards that goal. And I think that's the point, I think, with this third goal I wanted to make, is that it's really important that you have something like that that makes this whole journey fun, and it allows you to work towards something that you're really excited about, and that when you come around to spend that money on whatever it is, you can do it guilt-free because you know it's been part of your financial plan and financial journey for such a long period of time. And yes, for anyone that's been watching my videos knows that I got married recently, and yes, we did honeymoon over at Disney. So that's it. That's 3 goals that I've set myself that tie into my financial journey on what I'm looking to spend my money on. And I'm really looking forward to watching my portfolio and my money grow towards those different things. And if you like this content and you want to see my journey towards achieving those objectives and hitting those goals and how I do it, then do make sure you watch some of my other videos, because in there I'll map out exactly how I plan on getting to each and every one of those individual goals. But hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and hopefully you'll check out some of my other ones. And yeah, I'll see you next time.